Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pieces of Time. It's been a while. I've been very busy, to be fair. Unfortunately, I've got a life outside of this business. What have we got for you today? We've got Casio A1 68. Is it the A168? It is. Or is it? This is where the conundrum begins to unfurl. A while ago, I bought a job lot of watches. Not a job lot, it was 2 watches actually, and it was a watch that I actually really wanted, a 200-meter quartz chronograph watch. And this came jammed in it as a freebie almost, like a little sweetener for the deal, which was a very good deal. I think I paid something like 35 quid and got 2 watches out of it, one of which I thought was a Casio. This, on closer inspection, of course, isn't a Casio, it's a fake Casio. Well, I believe it is. Maybe someone out there who knows more about Casios can enlighten me. Now, it seems really nice. It's got a metal bracelet. It's got Casio sort of etched badly into this clasp. The first alarm bell rings there. If we take a look at this gold Casio, which I know it to be a genuine one, and we can see the etching. Well, it's perfect, isn't it, compared to that left one. So we're getting right into this now. We're getting into the fact that this is a video I said I was going to do, and it was a video about fake Casios. Now, I didn't know this one was a fake Casio, and it was this particular fake Casio which was sold to me. Not sold, but as I said, it was a free watch. That came with, I'll just grab it momentarily, with this, which I really like. The Technomarine chronograph. Review of that going to come up. Really like it. These are odd little watches. They come with little covers on top of the stainless steel, and they actually look a bit daft without them. But I think the idea is that if you wanted to put your own, anyway, and that's for another day. So this comes. The other reason I realised this was a fake is that if you notice just here, we've got the word light and the word adjust. There is no button there. Okay, now the rest of the buttons work, and it even does the old Casio supposed act of, it's supposed to be a genuine if it comes up with the word Casio there. But and it's a big but, this, because like it does seem pretty decent. The illumination's good. You can adjust it. It's got the alarms. It's got 24-hour or PM straight set, which most of them. It's got all the basic functions: alarm, chime, all the rest of that nonsense. To all intents and purposes, start, stop, reset. It's a Casio. It works, and it's a Casio. But I can't find one that ever on the internet. I can't find one that's got this light, the word light written there next to the dud button, and also that etching on the clasp there, on the keeper, is just it's unforgivable. That if it is a Casio, it's unforgivable. You know, dimension wise, obviously this is the A61 is slightly bigger. But length of strap are fine. You know, it's almost like they've made it perfectly the same, but then purposely put something different. Now, that inspired me, and we're talking over a year ago now, that it inspired me to go out and buy some actual fakes and see how. And you see, they're still in the wrappers. I've never took them out of the wrappers because I bought them specifically for the video. There's another one here. This is how they came from AliExpress. I think I bought them from. A couple of quid each. I think I might have been refunded because they didn't come in time. So we've got these terrible instructions. Oh, they stink. It smells really Chinese and plasticky. Excuse me to saying that, but you know what I mean. Like that cheap plasticky smell that's made from out of plastics that we wouldn't allow to be made in this country. So let's start first of all. So we'll do away with that. This, I thought, basically what I'm getting at is, I thought this was a genuine article. When I received it, I thought it was genuine. I've even worn this thinking it was genuine, and it wasn't until a little time later I went, hang on a minute, why does it say light there? That's a bit weird. And it's got a nice crisp light on it, you know. If we just turn that off, it's a decent illumination. You can't fault it. It's certainly better than the original. What is that? You know? But I'm convinced it's not genuine just because of... So we're going to unbox these. They're not even set at the right time. Okay, so straight away I can see the strap keeper is wrong. It's got bits, extra little bits from poor quality workmanship. The keeper itself is a good imitation of a real one, but lacks the Casio branding on the edge. It's ever so slightly larger. Just there, you can see it's slightly larger. You know, it is very similar, as I say, but there's little bits that aren't just quite right. The tongue inside it doesn't sit quite in the centre there, as you see. Slightly off centre, and it's slightly crooked. You just see it sort of goes down that way towards that side. Whereas the Casio original is just nice. It's nicely made, it's properly made. Yeah. Let me give that a clean. Let's get rid of this bit of paper. And we'll go into the dial, the face. We'll leave that one there just for this. So straight away, if we're talking side by side, we can see straight away that these are supposed to be the same watch. Okay. Now I know I've worn this one. This has never been worn, but it seems to have a little spring on it. So straight away it says better. You know, and when I touch that, it feels nice. It feels like a nice rubber. When I touch this, it's okay, but it's plasticky. It's plasticky. It would break very quickly. Now there's a little screen protector on here. I'll take no satisfaction in removing it. There we go. We'll do that very unceremoniously. Okay, so straight away, what have we got? We've got a right hodgepodge, haven't we? We've got the wrong colour striping here. compared to the original blue. We've got an odd-shaped centre, where the Casio has got a nice, you know, this blue on here, it almost looks like it's raised slightly. It almost raises the dial away because of the blue there. In fact, there is a little tiny lip on the actual glass, a beveled kind of lip. And this is all stuff that's like, you know that this is fake because it doesn't do that. We'll look at this one here, and we'll try and get a nice bit of focus here. There's no beveling on the edge of that. There's no beveled edge on the edge of that screen. You know where the screen just sits slightly proud of the case there. There's no beveling on it. It's just a square. It's a square edge. Yeah. See if I just pop this light on. You know? So that's one thing. Whereas on the Casio proper, you've got that nice beveled edge. The blue stripe sits in a location, as I said, that really makes it pop out. So it really emphasises the screen. It shows it off. Makes it almost jump out at you. Whereas the fake one doesn't. The quality of the LCD now. If I turn these like that, you can see with the camera, you can basically see everything on it until you tilt it back. With the Casio proper, that doesn't happen. Yeah? They do a very good job of layering the LCD so that you don't, at any angle, see things that you shouldn't. Which actually, that's the worst angle for you to do that, because if your wrist's sitting that way like that and you just wanted to check the time, you'd have to tilt your wrist to do it. Whereas if you're sort of with the real Casio, it's like that. So yeah, beware of fakes. Obvious ones like this. Obvious ones like this. You know, you can see them a mile off, can't you? But this one, if it is a fake, is very good. And I think it is a fake. I was gutted actually, because I thought I'd got a genuine Casio with the purchase of that other watch, and ended up with a fake watch. So you've got that. So genuine Casio. Let's open up the silver one and see if it looks any better. It probably isn't. It just looks shocking. One thing that they might be good for these is possibly to, if you had a broken strap, you could possibly buy one and does this even have a screen protector on it? Nope. Nope, I thought it was. It's not. It's just that it's come ready scratched for me. Has it got a screen protector? It doesn't, has it? No, it just came ready scratched. So thanks very much for that. Yeah, you can't even get that right. Thanks. So the light seems to stay on longer. I mean, it's got an alarm. Oh, the button press is awful. But it's got a stopwatch which works. I wish I'd have set the time on them. I wish I'd have took them apart and set the time on them. I mean, this is shocking. This is, you know, really, really poor quality. Again, no Casio on the clasp. The quality of the bracelet on this particular one now is bordering on shocking, really. It looks similar. It looks similar, but that's where the similarities end, in the sense that I suppose that's what they're for, aren't they? For people who want the look without, you know, because one of these will run you, you know, 20 quid new. Come on, okay. You can just see the gaps in there. This one in particular here. Again, just like the scratches on the screen, on the crystal, if you can call it that. I'm going to call it a screen. This has come pre-dinted with dints in the cheap strap. Strap quality terrible. It looks really similar. It's probably made with exactly the same machine. Slightly different design at the end there, with just a clamped on clasp that just clamps on, whereas this one is actually part of this last. If you look there, it's part of the last link sort of thing. It's joined as a link, whereas this one's just sort of, I don't know how that's attached. Probably break off actually if you pushed it too far. Is it welded on maybe? Again, it looks the same from the outside, sort of, but you can see the cheap one, the fake one, is clunky and terrible. Shocking. I mean, it's already scratched. You can see, the scratches there. But anyway, I wanted to do this video on fakes, sort of how to spot them. I'm still not sure whether this is a fake yet. Just 1 second while I check to see if you can't actually see. Yeah, I don't know. So we've got come on. I always have this problem with this camera. So we've got the three fakes here, the three little fakers, and I can see from this angle, particularly these two here. It's difficult with this one because it's got a black background. I'm still not 100% if this is a fake. It might just be a poor quality Chinese made one, maybe, I don't know, Malaysian made or something like that. No, this is made in Japan. I doubt it very much if it's made in Japan. I doubt it very much. Because even the Casio there, proper Casio, made in China. This one says Japan DE. Okay, so there we have it. I don't know what to say really. This actually was ordered as a gold. It just came silver because AliExpress. So there is the fake. Fake of a fakeness. Really easy to tell. And some people would say, why would you bother faking this? Believe me when I say, you know, if Casio are making God knows how much profit on these. You know, if they sell one of these for 14, 15 quid and one of these for 20 quid, I'm going to hazard that even as good a quality and as poor a quality as that is, I bet they're making 90% profit. Yeah, because that's Casio, because they don't need to sell their watches. People go out and buy that 15, 16 quid off Amazon and they'll make 90% profit. I'm just hazarding a guess. What will these guys make selling this for $1.99 on AliExpress? Probably not 90%. Do people want the look for... Do people really care about spending 20 quid instead of $1.99 from AliExpress? I do. I would rather spend 20 quid on that than $2.99 on those two pieces of dirt, because I don't want to look like an absolute bellend down the pub. Yeah? Excuse my language. Yeah? I mean, I'm not fond of these watches anyway, I'm totally honest with you. I've only got them in my collection because why not? You know, you've got to have an F91. It's as simple as that, really, isn't it? But they're alright. They're an alright little watch, you know. They're still the part. I really was chuffed with this one. The only reason I don't like wearing it that much is because they're a little bit small for my fat wrists. But, you know, and I was made up with this because this is a slightly larger face, slightly larger case, and, you know, it sort of fit my arm nicer. It was a nice, elegant sized Casio watch, and it had the, you know, the stealth look of the dark face. You know, it might just be a really good copy. It might be genuine. I don't know. However, I can't tell that. With these two, we can see straight away that it's the fakes. The quality of this one is shocking. The quality and even the design is wrong on this one. I've noticed that the design is slightly better on this one. Slightly closer colour match on the two watches here. But even then, it's not great. You know, this is like a very greeny kind of blue, if not just green. Whereas this, again, has got a nice blue with a really tight gold edging round the blue. Really nicely printed lettering and all the rest of it. And it just looks really good. When you look at this, you know, you can see light. You can see sort of light bleeding through the crystal, because the crystal's sort of, it's like a bit domed, the crystal, which is okay, I suppose. You know, we'll not even go into the fact that it's got little lumps of chrome that haven't been correctly applied. But it's $4.99, and if you just want the look of that for $2.99, then it's fantastic, isn't it? But if you really want... I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do with them now. We're going to bin them. Because I've not taken them out of the packet, and I didn't realise how shit they were. But... yeah. Thanks for watching. Please do come again.